Well, you've probably heard this before. Sometimes it takes a tragedy to bring an issue to light.
Those living in an area community know that's exactly what the death of one little girl has done.
No other family should ever have to go through this.
Bus safety is on the forefront of many minds since a passing truck hit Kadyn Halverson while she was trying to get on the school bus. The accident happened last May, and the young girl was killed. Tonight, KIMT News 3's Savannah Reading has a Covering Your Family special report. She's in Studio 3 with how a community is working to prevent this from happening again.
There are more than 400,000 school buses on the road transporting more than 24 million kids to school, home, and other related activities. And the first priority is keeping those little ones safe. Legislators, transportation directors, and folks in the area are putting a renewed emphasis on bus safety. They want to prevent tragic bus accidents from happening again. For many of these little ones, getting on the bus is the first step in their school day. Young minds might not see this trip on a big yellow bus as potentially dangerous, but adults do.
Something can go wrong at any second while on the bus.
Accident statistics show roughly 26 kids die every year in school bus accidents, are hurt while getting off the bus, or hurt as passengers. Because of that, everyone from parents to area leaders are stepping up to make sure students can get to school safely. And it starts with a little lesson.
We start by talking to the students about what we do at the bus stop, to continue with boarding on the bus. Randy
Meyer is the transportation director for the Mason City School District. Like all schools in the state of Iowa, they're required to practice school bus safety twice a year.
The students on the bus feel that it is important for their safety. The parents feel that it is important for their child's safety also.
This year, Meyer says they're spending extra time on safety zones around the bus. It aims at preventing another tragedy like Kadyn's.
When the students leave the bus, depart the bus, that they walk 10 big steps away from the bus and always stay in contact with the driver's view, and then follow the signal of the driver to cross in front of the bus.
And that's not the only new tool school districts are equipping themselves with to make sure tragedy doesn't strike again. Cameras are giving drivers an extra set of eyes to keep watch over children.
We have 2 camera systems on the inside of our bus.
Darwin Lehman is the superintendent for the Forest City School District. He says the cameras allow bus drivers to keep their focus on the safety of the lives that are in their hands.
If we do have incidents that take place among students or incidents that happen on the bus, we can go right to the video cameras and the audio.
And now, thanks to a grant from a local nonprofit, several North Iowa school districts are getting cameras on the outside of their buses.
The new camera equipment will be mounted on the outside of the buses somewhere around here. That way you can see 2 things. If this stop arm is out, and then any car that may be illegally passing on the side here, it then gets their license plate information, and they can expect to be in a little trouble.
You know, I think it's one big step in helping detour that. The other one will be for the legal system to handle those things appropriately.
But as another North Iowa school district found, it's not just the expected that these cameras catch.
We do get trained in bus classes that, you know, expect the unexpected.
And that's exactly what happened to 14-year bus driving veteran Joe Ryan. These deer bolted out toward his bus, and the new cameras caught everything.
Which was, I thought for sure going to hit us, so I did the procedure just to slow down. I didn't jerk the bus or nothing.
Ryan says he always has the student's safety at the forefront of his mind. He believes these cameras help with that.
My biggest thing is I want the parents to trust the bus driver, and I have 3 kids, and you want to trust your bus drivers.
While local school leaders are doing everything they can to make sure kids get to and from school safely, so are local legislators.
I certainly think when you talk about this piece of legislation, Kadyn certainly comes up.
State Senator Amanda Reagan is working with folks to push through Kadyn's law. They're still working to draft legislation that will help keep little ones safer all across the state.
We're visiting with the Department of Public Safety and other legislators in the area, as well as across the state.
Reagan says they're looking at what happened in Kadyn's accident and if legislation would have made a difference.
Which side child is boarding the bus. We have talked about, impairment as to driving.
One area all these leaders can agree on is folks have to take school buses seriously. So when you see a big yellow bus,
they should throw caution right away.
People do forget, and it seems like their world is more important. There are over 20-some other innocent people in this bus, so the safety of it is the main thing.
Senator Reagan tells me there are a lot of folks in the family of Kadyn Halverson really helping push this bus safety legislation. She says that kind of support is what really makes things happen. The legislation does take time, and they want to put together something everyone can agree on.
And Senator Reagan hopes that some type of Kadyn's law will be addressed in the next legislative session.